It was a quiet summer night in Austin, Texas, 2009. At 10:47 p.m., a woman named Linda Harper called 911. Her neighbor, Emily Carter, hadn't been seen in 3 days. Police arrived at 214 Cedar Street, a small yellow house surrounded by overgrown grass. Inside, everything looked normal. Dinner half eaten, TV still on, phone charger plugged in, but Emily was gone. Detectives soon realized something chilling. There was no forced entry, no struggle, and her car was still in the garage. Only one thing looked out of place, a single muddy footprint near the back door. Emily, 32, was a schoolteacher, quiet and kind. No enemies, no debts, no secrets. At least that's what everyone thought. Police interviewed neighbors. One said she heard loud arguing the night before she vanished. Another saw a black pickup truck parked near the house around midnight. Detectives found CCTV footage, blurry, grainy, but it showed a man wearing a hoodie walking toward Emily's house that night. Forensics found partial fingerprints on the doorknob, but no match. The case went cold. In 2014, a construction crew digging near Cedar Street discovered a metal box buried under the ground. Inside were Emily's jewelry, her diary, and a driver's license. A chilling note was attached. The case was reopened. Detective Rachel Moore, a new investigator, took charge. She went through Emily's diary. One entry stood out. "He follows me home. I told him to stop." But no name was mentioned. Detective Rachel traced Emily's school records and found something odd. A former janitor named Daniel Price had been fired for harassment just a month before Emily disappeared. When police tracked him down, he was living 3 towns away under a different name. They brought him in for questioning. He denied everything. But when shown Emily's diary, his hands started shaking. Police got a warrant and searched his property. In his backyard shed, they found an old shovel, and under the floorboards, a piece of fabric with Emily's blood DNA on it. After 10 hours of interrogation, Daniel finally broke down. He confessed he had been obsessed with Emily for years. When she threatened to report him again, he panicked, followed her home that night, and strangled her, then buried her in the woods behind Cedar Street. He returned days later to take her belongings and hide them in the metal box, a sick reminder of his love. After 10 hours of questioning, Daniel finally confessed. He had become obsessed with Emily. The night she threatened to report him again, he followed her home. In a moment of rage, he killed her and buried her near a creek. 10 years after her disappearance, Emily's remains were finally found. For the people of Austin, it was more than a murder case. It was a reminder that evil can hide in plain sight. One woman's story became a lesson in persistence, and one detective's courage gave peace to a lost soul. The house on Cedar Street still stands. Some say its porch light flickers on quiet summer nights, as if Emily's spirit is finally at peace.